Morning everybody. So this is going to be our final video in our series about merging pictures, editing pictures, copying pictures, um, and also adjusting them. We're going to be using Gimp, obviously. It's a Gimp tutorial. If you haven't watched the other videos, I do suggest you go and watch them. Please consider liking and subscribing. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so we have gone back to our normal background. Okay, so let's say we don't really like the sky. Okay, we want to get the sky. We want to maybe take something out of one photo, put it into another photo. We would use this tool. Okay, so you would obviously open up GIMP, you'd open up our base picture, you'd open up the one that we want to merge. Okay, you would use the crop tool. So let's say we only want this part of the photo in our main photo. So you would copy it. Okay, use the crop tool, you crop it, you click, you copy, you put it on to our picture, and it's paste it. Okay, but it's not in the correct spot, so we have to move it. We have to resize it. So just like the other videos, you would go to Tools, Transform, Scale. That enables us to move it, resize it, do whatever we want with it. Okay, so let's say we want just to get over the grass like that. Okay, yeah, so that looks nice. Okay, so now we've got a grass, we've got a sky. So we want to seat this onto this picture. Remember, this is a new layer above our base layer. It's above. So we have to deselect it. Okay, and then we need to right click and we need to anchor it. So now we have our full picture, our nice picture. Okay, so let's say we want to maybe copy something from another photo onto this one, or if we are building our own little scene, you want to put a little castle. Again, I found a castle there. Okay, again, you would go to trees, you would go Google animated castles. Okay, you'd obviously find an image. I've already found one, and we want to put this onto our picture. Okay, so there are two ways we can do this. Okay, if I copy and paste this, copy it, it's going to look terrible. Paste, it's going to have the background. That's not really what we want. Okay, so let me undo this, edit, undo, paste. Okay, let's go back to our picture. Okay, so there are two ways we can do this. Okay, we want to either get just the image from the PNG, or we can copy it just as it is like this. Okay, so to get this as a PNG image onto there, we go to this layer, you go to the layer, transparency, and color to alpha. Okay, now you can see it's a little bit more of a PNG image. Okay, then we use our free select tool, just go around the outside of it. Okay, you can go around the outside of it. Then you can just copy that section, edit, copy, you can edit it, and you can paste it. Okay, tools, transform, scale. We can now move it wherever we want. You can resize it. So let's say we want it over there. Right click and you can anchor it. Okay, but you can see when you do this, it loses its color. The color becomes more like the sky. Okay, so let's just get our free tick. See, it doesn't look that great, okay, because it's not a proper PNG image. A proper PNG image would only put the castle. Okay, we've made this the PNG, so we've altered the colors. Okay, let's say we don't want to do that. undo color to alpha. Another way we can do that is, let me just remove this. This is not really what I want. Edit, undo bucket fill, undo bucket fill, undo bucket fill, undo scale, undo paste. Okay. So another way we can do that is you can use the free select tool. You just hold your mouse button where you want it. You hold your mouse button and you go just inside the lines. Okay. I'm going very quickly because if I did this properly, it would just make the video very long and boring, and you obviously don't really want to see that. But as long as you can see the idea that I'm going for, you will understand. Okay. So I'm holding down my mouse button. Okay. So now it's only going to copy that section, the section that I want. Copy, edit, paste. Okay. Then tools, we need to move it to where we want it to go. You go to transform, you go to scale. So you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, you can move it to where you want to go. I think we want it about there. So remember, the same as the other ones, it's above, it's a layer above the base layer. So you deselect it, you right click and you anchor it. Okay, so now we've put a nice little castle there. So now we can go back to our wall. Okay, where's our wall? Have I left it? Okay, let me just open up our wall again. Just give me 1 second. Castle, images. Okay, so we can get our wall. We can go to edit, copy, edit, paste, tools, transform, scale. Okay, so let's say our wall, we can move the wall to where we want it, but we want it a lot smaller. Let's say like that. Okay, because that's kind of right with the castle. So now we can deselect it. Remember, it's a layer above. You right click, you anchor it. So let's say I want to get the wall to about over there. Okay, the easiest way to do that is use the crop tool. Just use this wall. Okay, edit, copy, then you unselect it. Edit, paste, tools, scale. Then you can just move it to where you want. You deselect it, you anchor it. Okay, edit, paste, tools, transform, scale, edit, and collab. Okay, so now if we wanted to change the colors of our wall, like we did in the previous one, let's say we want our wall to be, I've removed it. Okay, let me just open this up. Let's say we want our wall to be burgundy. You can use the color pick tool. You go back to our wall. You use the bucket fill, and you can make your wall as many burgundies as you want. Okay, sorry. Undo bucket fill, undo bucket fill, undo bucket fill, undo bucket. I had to go back. Just you can change it however you want it. Okay. Let's say we wanted to add a dragon. Okay. Remember, we want this to be a PNG. If I just copy this, edit copy, edit paste. We obviously don't want that. So we're going to undo that, undo paste. We go back here. We only want the dragon basically. So let's just go I'm using the free select tool again. I'm holding in my mouse button. I'm just going around the outside. Okay, now I'm going to hit enter. So I only want that piece. Layer, transform, transparency. I want to color it to alpha. Okay. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay. Now the dragon's obviously far too big, so we want to make it smaller. So we're going to scale it. So it is, let's say it's up there. We want to deselect it because it's a layer above. Anchor layer. Okay. So now what we can also do is we can add another dragon. Edit, paste. Okay. So let's say I want this dragon to be facing this dragon. We need to flip it. We need to flip it horizontally. So you can go to layer, transform, flip horizontally. Now it's facing that one. Okay. Tools, transform. Now we can scale it. But let's say we also want it at a different angle. We want to rotate it. Tools, transform, rotate. Let's say like that. Okay, tools, transform, scale. Want to get it into the correct place. Anchor it. Okay, it's looking better. Okay, so let's maybe get another one. I want him to be standing on the turret. Okay, so let's go and paste another one there. I want to flip it horizontally because I want him to face away. Layer, transparency, transform, flip horizontally. So you can also, if you got something else that you want to flip vertically, you can flip it vertically as well. Okay, but we obviously don't want that. Flip vertically again. Tools, transform, scale. Anchor it. Okay, and if you also want to put little people on and things like that, we got a little knight. We want to, if I just copy this, it's going to paste like that. Okay, so if you can download a proper PNG image and you copy it, it will literally only put the image. These are basically, they say they're PNG files, but they're not really PNG files. They're actually JPEGs with the PNG background little squares. So for this case, we have to, again, transparency, we have to color to alpha. Okay. What this does is, it doesn't make it a solid object. It actually blends in with the background. You can see it kind of blends in. It loses a bit of color. Not like this, which was a standout image. If you downloaded or you had a proper PNG image, it would look just like this, but it would be over the entire picture, not just the little image. So let's go back. I want to crop him. Okay. Crop him, edit him, copy him, put him over here, edit, paste. Okay, he's obviously a little bit big, so you want to scale him, you want to make him a little bit smaller. Okay, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, so you can basically see with a PNG, the actual image is a little bit opaque, so it loses it. You would normally put this over something, whereas if it's a proper PNG image, it would look like this. It wouldn't be opaque like this. So that is kind of what the difference is. Okay, let's just put another one. Paste. Okay, tools, transform, scale. Where do I want him to go? Let's say I want him to be standing on the wall. Okay, you can just flip it vertically,. Okay, tools, transform, scale. You can put him standing on the wall, or let's put him standing on the wall. Okay, and anchor it. So that's basically how you would do your images. Okay, if you wanted to maybe import some of these little trees, you can go back to the tool, the free select tool. Okay, you can copy it, copy, you can edit, paste, tools, transform, scale. Okay, so what I actually want to do is I want to flip this so that it's against the wall. Transform, flip horizontally, tools, scale, maybe like that, and layer. So that is basically how you would edit it. Okay, so when you want to save your pictures, okay, file, save as, okay, let's just call it test, XCF, test. Okay, it's going to download. Okay, so when you save all of your documents from Gimp, okay, it always saves it as an XCF file. Okay, so you obviously can't use that to open up in any other program except for Gimp, basically. So if you want to put this to a PNG or a JPEG image or something like that, you actually need to have Photopea. Well, I use Photopea. Okay, www.photopea.com. I will open it. I will go to my downloads. I will get my test. It gets the image. Okay, file, export as JPEG, PNG, PDF, whichever format you want it. So I want it in a JPEG, and it's going to then download it as a JPEG, and then I can use it for whatever I want. Okay guys, so that is the basic tools on how to import, export, alter, edit, merge pictures and photographs to create images with Gimp. It's just a basic tutorial. You can always have a look at my other videos. I actually use Gimp for iRacing. I create liveries for cars. That's what I actually use Gimp for. I just decided, well, let me try show something that's not iRacing related. Maybe it helps some of you. If you have liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching, and have a super day.